So it's red, okay, all right, I'm on. All right, I'm going to call the Justice Committee meeting to order. All right, I already did the roll call. We have any appearance by members of the public?
We've had no requests for this evening.
Thank you. First item on the agenda is the consent agenda. First item is item 3A, approval of minutes, the October 3rd, 2023 regular meeting minutes. Can I have a motion to approve? Motion by member Roseman Mendoza.
Take those together.
Second. I can? Well, why do we, do you want to take them together?
Yeah, let's take them together.
All right, all right.
Please.
Susan's laughing. All right, we're going to take these two together. We're going to take item 3A and 3B together. Any objections? Any? Hearing none. All right. Item on the agenda is item 3AB, approval of minutes, October 3rd, 2023 regular meeting minutes, and item 3B, recommended approval of bills and transfers, if any, to the county board. All right, am I talking too loud? All right, geez, Louise. All right. Well, it's this new setup. It's going to be a little hard to get used to, I guess. So anyway, all right. Approval of the minutes. Can I have a motion? Can I have a motion to approve 3A and 3B? Motion by member Roseman Mendoza, second by member Abraham. Any additions or corrections to the minutes? All right, seeing none. On bills and transfers, I have a letter here from our county auditor that says she has reviewed the bills and that we have bills in the amount of $495,569.50. Any questions about the bills? All right, seeing none, we're voting on items 3A and 3B. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right. Next item on the agenda is departmental matters. First item is item 4A1A. Request approval of an agreement with the Center for Youth and Family Solutions as part of the comprehensive assessment team to provide services for juvenile offenders and high-risk youth. And Suzanne Montoya, okay. Can I have a motion to approve? Motion by member Abraham, a second by member Schaefer. Any questions? Ms. Montoya, anything you'd like to say?
No, this is just a standard contract that is just being renewed because we were given an additional 12 months of project extension with the Bureau of Justice Assistance Grant, so.
All right, does any member have any questions? I don't know why I'm looking that way. Does any member have any questions? I'm still used to the old setup, I'm waiting for these people to walk up here and everything. All right, so we'll get it figured out. All right, we're voting on item 4A1A. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, next item on the agenda is item 4A1B. Request approval of an agreement with the Center for Youth and Family Solutions as part of the Adult Redeploy Illinois program. And can I have a motion to approve? Motion by member Abraham, second by member Roseman Mendoza. Ms. Montoya.
Just another contract that we've had in place with Center for Youth and Family Solutions as part of our Adult Redeploy ICEJA grant, which was just recently executed, so we're just updating the contract.
Does any member have any questions? All right, seeing none, we're voting on item 4A1B. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, next item on the agenda is item 4A1C. Request approval of a memorandum of understanding between Bloomington Police Department, Normal Police Department, McLean County Sheriff's Department, and McLean County Juvenile Court Services as part of the Juvenile Diversion Program. And can I have a motion to approve? Motion by member Schaefer, second by member Abraham. Ms. Montoya, would you like to address that?
This was an MOU that came in front of the board, I believe, last year, and we're just updating it for the next 12 months.
Does any member have any questions? All right, seeing none, we're voting on item 4A1C. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next item on the agenda is an item for information, item 4A2A, Court Services Adult Juvenile Division Statistics. Ms. Montoya, anything you'd like to say about those?
No, standard monthly statistics, unless you have any questions.
Do you member have any questions? All right, seeing none, anything else you'd like to add?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, next item on the agenda is item 4B1A, request approval of a contract with Carissa Hanning as a Special Assistant State's Attorney. And can I have a motion to approve? Have a motion by member Schaefer, second by member Abraham. We have Erica Reynolds here, our McLean County State's Attorney. Anything you'd like to say about that?
This is just a request to continue an already existing contract for the next 6 months. This person was hired as part of a creative solution to some of our staffing issues. She is in charge of the major traffic division, and it's working out well. So we're asking to continue it for the next 6 months.
Does any member have any questions? All right, seeing none, we're voting on item 4B1A. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? All right, next item on the agenda is item 4B1B, request approval of appellate prosecutor contract with the Office of the State's Attorney's Appellate Prosecutor. And can I have a motion to approve? Motion by member Abraham, second by member Schaefer. Ms. Reynolds, would you like to address that?
This is a request to continue an already existing contract with the Appellate Prosecutor's Office. They handle all of our appeals. They also are available for us to communicate with if we have any legal questions that come up that we're not entirely familiar with. They provide ongoing continuing education. So we are asking that that contract be renewed.
Does any member have any questions? All right, seeing none, we're voting on item 4B1B. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next item on the agenda is item 4B2, an item for information, the state's attorney's caseload and forfeiture fund reports. Ms. Reynolds, anything you'd like to say about that?
No.
Does any member have any questions? All right, and then finally, anything else you'd like to say here?
Based on, I believe, the salary adjustments that were approved in part by this committee and ultimately the county board, we are seeing interest in our office. Yesterday, we had an individual that came back to the county that was gone for a couple months and left to another county, ended up coming back. We have an individual that's set to start in December. We've had 4 applicants here recently that we've been interviewing. 3 of the 4 are law school students. There's still an attorney shortage across the state, but I believe the compensation that's been provided appears to be competitive and things are looking up. As of December, if everything goes according to plan, we'll only be 3 attorney staff.
Any member have any questions? Thank you, Ms. Reynolds. All right, next item on the agenda is item 4C. Don Everhart, McLean County Circuit Clerk. We have no items for action. We do have 2 items for information. Item 4C2A, monthly statistical reports. Don, is there anything you'd like to say about those?
I have nothing to add. There are 2 reports. One, we were not able to produce the prior meeting due to an instance or an event that prevented us to get that data together in time. So thus the 2 reports.
Okay.
Glad to answer any questions about the reports, though.
Any questions by any members of either 42A or 42B, 4C2A or 4C2B? Anything else you'd like to say?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next item on the agenda is item 4D, Matt Lane, McLean County Sheriff. We have one item for action. Item 4D1A, request approval of an interlocal agreement between the City of Bloomington, Town of Normal, and the County of McLean for the 2023 Burn Justice Assistance Grant Program Award. And can I have a motion to approve? Motion by Member Tompkins, second by Member Bell. Matt Lane, anything you'd like to say about that?
This is a grant we've been involved in for several years in a row. This is going to provide some ballistic helmets and shields for squad car, patrol cars, specifically for active shooter situations. We have some in almost every car that's going to finish it off. So,
Does any member have any questions? All right, seeing none, we're voting on item 4D1A. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next item on the agenda is item 4D2, item for information 2A, the monthly statistical report. Sheriff Lane, anything you'd like to say about that?
I have nothing to add, sir.
Does any member have any questions? Member Abraham?
Thank you, Chair. Is there any update with the Eagle agreement?
There is no update yet. I do have a meeting scheduled very soon to meet with Bloomington Police Department and see what negotiation, what we can come to for an agreement on that.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Member Schaefer?
Thank you. Are we still housing out of county? And if we are, on the reports, it has all zeros on here for how many months we've been doing that, so.
We've been doing it for 7.5 months, and as of today at noon, all of our inmates are back. We are no longer at LaSalle County. So today at noon, everybody was back. I have more information under other on those type of things, hiring and things like that.
Okay. Any other questions about the reports? All right. Mr. Lane, anything else you'd like to add here?
Our mental health, we just sent 2 people to Department of Human Services. One had been here for several months longer. I think June was the date that they were supposed to be sent. Right now, so we have 2 that just left. We have, they were here for 92 days and 126 days. Right now, we have 1 not guilty by reason of insanity and 7 unfit to stand trial that are waiting. We have several more that are waiting for fitness hearings, probably 4 or 5 more that are waiting for fitness hearings that will probably be unfit. That will add to that. DOC, we're holding parole violators with local charges. We got 7 of those. But with the fact that, you know, we've hired now at least 30 people for the jail in the last probably 8 months. We've got enough now, and they're far enough along in their training that we can put them on the floor, enough people on the floor, and handle all those inmates that we have back. Hopefully soon we will be able to open up a unit for periodic imprisonment for the courts to be able to sentence people to periodic imprisonment. And I think that's it. We have 1 opening right now in the detention facility. We have 7 people interviewing tonight, and they seem to be good candidates. We're hoping to fill that and have a certified list in case we need more in the future. The deputy side, we are full. We do have 2 people retiring within the next 2 months. But we have people hopefully that we've started looking into backgrounds on already to take those positions. So we are in very, very good shape, a lot better than 8 months ago.
Does any member have any questions? All right, seeing none, anything else?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Next item on the agenda is item 4E, Molly Evans, Children's Advocacy Center Director. Item 4E1A, request approval of a lease agreement between Dorothy Warner Business Center LLC and McLean County for space at 100 South Center Street, Suite 202, Clinton, Illinois. And can I have a motion to approve? Motion by member Abraham, a second by member Bell. Ms. Evans, would you like to address that?
This is just our lease for 2024 for our satellite office, which is located in Clinton.
Does any member have any questions? Member Abraham?
Thank you, Chair. Have we looked into purchasing any property for any of our satellite offices?
Oh, I have not because we have no money. So, I mean, I have a grant that covers the rent for this. If I didn't have that grant, we wouldn't have this satellite center, unfortunately. So, our DeWitt County 708 Mental Health Board grant covers rent and utilities for this space. We've been there for 20 years. And so, no, at this point, I have not looked in either, nor do I have either county coming to me saying, hey, we would love to give you this space. We have good relationships with our landlords in both areas. I think the rent is reasonable. They raised it to $550, which is not bad. I think we've paid between $450 and $550 for the last 10 plus years, so.
Gotcha, thank you.
Any other questions? All right, seeing none, we're voting on item 4E1A. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? All right, next item on the agenda is item 4E2A, the monthly reports. Ms. Evans, anything you'd like to say about those?
No, but happy to answer any questions you might have.
Does any member have any questions? All right, seeing none, anything else you'd like to add?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is item 4F, Kathy Yoder, McLean County Coroner. We have no items for action. We do have an item for information. The coroner's monthly report. Ms. Yoder, anything you'd like to say about that?
No, if anybody has any questions.
Does any member have any questions? All right, anything else you'd like to add?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is item 4G, Ron Lewis, Public Defender. We have no items for action. We do have one item for information. 4G2A, the caseload report. Mr. Lewis, anything you'd like to say about that?
Nothing to add, thank you.
Does any member have any questions? Anything else you'd like to say?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is item 4H2, Will Scanlon Circuit Court. We have no items for action. We do have an item for information. Item 4H2A, AOIC grant. Mr. Scanlon, would you like to address that?
Yes, this is another step toward implementation of a family treatment court. We began speaking about this in April of 2022. We had a planning grant from October of 22 to September of 23. The Administrative Office of the Illinois Courts has awarded us this, what they're terming a continuation grant, we would refer to as implementation grant for approximately $85,500 to begin a family treatment court that is essentially a substance abuse and mental health court for persons involved in the juvenile abuse and neglect system. We have a mentor court in Indiana because McLean County, when it's implemented, will be the first one in the state of Illinois. Judge Brian Goldrick will be the supervising judge of the court, along with Judge Rebecca Foley. We hope to have our first clientele identified and in the program in December.
Does any member have any questions? All right, seeing none, anything else you'd like to add, Mr. Scanlon?
Not at this time.
Thank you. All right, next item on the agenda is item 4I, Cassie Taylor, County Administrator. We have no items for action under, you have anything you'd like to say?
I don't have anything for this committee. Thank
All
you.
right. Next item on the agenda is, do we have to vote on these things, these meeting dates or what? They're just informational? All right. Next item on the agenda is item 5A and 5B. These are informational only. Does any member have any questions about them? All right, I think we're on item 6. We are adjourned. Thank you.